Sugar Honey Iced Tea. It's the EAC Show.
Good day, ladies and gents. I'm Emilio A. Colon.
And I am Marcus Mack, and this is the EAC Show coming to you from sunny South Florida with an episode 94? Yes, we're on 94.
On this F-It Friday episode, this fucking Friday episode, joining us, we got UCF activists, overall sports enthusiasts, the big one, Cameron Dinnan, EAC originator, Marcus Mack, and myself. Cameron, welcome to the EAC Show, buddy. Always good to have you on.
Thank you, man. Appreciate the love. I'm feeling good today. It's F-It Friday. My barber's got me right. I wish I could shout him out somehow. Maybe he's listening out there. But we're feeling good today. It's some of the best work he's done. But I'm ready to get after it this weekend.
Absolutely. We got so much to discuss, Marcus. We have to talk about actually Game 1 NBA Finals between the Miami Heat and the Los Angeles Lakers. We got to talk about the fucking shit bowl that happened yesterday between the Denver Broncos and my shitty-ass New York Jets. We're going to discuss some college football. We actually have a segment we're going to do. It's going to be called Cameron's Corner, where Cameron's going to give you his top 5 college games to watch, what he likes. And Marcus and myself are actually going to be like guest pickers on this actual college football thing. Marcus is going to pick based off uniform colors because he don't
Y'all already know how I'm giving it up.
Keep in mind, these aren't necessarily games that I want you to watch. Some of these might be boring. I'm a fan of all types of football, group of 5, power 5. These are just games that I think are winners. I'm giving you 5 picks that I think I'll at least go 3-2 on.
You got to forgive us if we having some technical difficulties. Cam, double check your camera just in case we're doing this.
Yeah, I'm checking the line.
Everybody knows how this shit works in 2020 now, like with the Zoom shit. Real talk.
So when are we going to talk about the Jets and Denver game?
Oh, we're going to get there. We're going to talk about our Week 4 NFL picks. And just for the record, on Week 3 NFL picks, I was the winner. I am the king. I reign supreme.
All right. We'll have to come at you this week.
Just for the record, just to get out there, Marcus's reign is over. He's done. He's finished. Just over, like I said it would happen.
It's not over, bro.
That's because he had to pick the spreads this time.
Oh no, yeah, trust me. Trust me. What did I tell you about that Jets and Denver game though? Did I not tell you?
Hold on to that thought. Let's talk about what's going down here in sunny South Florida. Let's talk about the Miami Heat and the Los Angeles Lakers. Game 1, the Lakers smacked the shit out of the Miami Heat. Everybody out here wants to see the Heat do good, even if you're not a Heat fan. Just because the Heat don't have that star power, that fucking LeBron James, Anthony Davis, the Heat are a bunch of, they bring their lunch pail to work construction type guys. Eric Spoelstra. Yeah, Eric Spoelstra.
They're the hard hat blue collar crew, like you said. And I mean, listen, I understand a lot of people might still have some angst towards the Miami Heat, but all that is stemming from the big 3 when they were talking their shit and they not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. But I mean, now the Heat are America's team, man. They're just a grinded out, low key kind of team. So it is a little unfortunate, seeing. I was talking to you a little bit today, Emilio, seeing this Heat team banged up. I mean, if we're going to lose, we're lose. But it would have been nice to lose with some dignity with all of our guys out there healthy. But, man, who knows?
I ain't going to lie. There was absolutely –
no Gordon Dragic, no Bam Adebayo. Marcus, what do you think is going to end up happening in Game 2? Game 2 is actually happening as we're shooting the show.
Sweet. Wow. Say it with me. Sweet. I'm sorry. I mean, listen, I think I have a whole gang of Miamians outside ready to jump me because I'm saying this. But I'm telling you, sweep.
He's got the Miami Goons out there.
You don't give him a game 2, nothing?
Sorry, bro. Sorry.
Listen.
Right now you got a whole team of people lighting candles praying for AD to hurt his ankle. Right now. Right now, lighting candles and burning sage. Right now, as we speak.
It might seem cutthroat, but he's not wrong, man. That's really our only hope. He is unguardable. There's no other player like AD in the league. And if we're healthy, we're fully healthy. we could take this series 6 games. Real shit. I truly believe that. Maybe push 7, but it's not going to happen without Bam, who was literally our key factor. If we were going to win this series, it was because of Bam and our leading scorer in the postseason, Goran Dragic.
Marcus, all I could see is little Spanish Cuban women with their little rosary beads, lighting the little candle, praying and hoping that
outside of the bubble
win.
I'm telling you, bro. If anybody after this finals season is over, everybody's gonna come outside of the bubble and they're gonna see. It is probably like a little line where people can't cross. I'm telling you, bro. There's gonna be little chicken foots around the bubble. It's going down, bro. It's gonna be all kind of rice and all kind of stuff just thrown everywhere.
It's gonna be like when you leave prison or something, and like your family's waiting outside of the gate. Like that's what it's gonna be like. They're gonna be waiting right outside of the bubble.
Bro, listen.
Now, Cam, you said it best when we spoke off camera, and I'm just gonna reiterate it and tell the viewers and the listeners. You said that it's kind of unfair. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like the Lakers had to go through the Clippers or the Lakers had to really face any really tough opponents. The Rockets, none of that. Like, the Lakers almost have like a breeze going through these finals, and now when they get to the finals, a rough and tough team like the Miami Heat is now injury decimated, and it's like a walkover. It's like a walkover in tennis when the person comes to the game or the match, and says, "I'm gonna try," and then tries to go out for a set, loses the first set, and says, "All right, I retire."
Yeah, I mean, you said it perfectly. It's a shame because I really think the Miami Heat, win or lose, would have gave the country a good series to watch. Which at the end of the day, people are very upset they didn't get to see Lakers Clippers. People are upset that they didn't get to see Lakers versus Celtics, 2 storied programs. But at the end of the day, this would have been a fun series to watch if everyone remained healthy. And it's just kind of weird, like you said, how the Lakers get an easy path. They really don't face a defensive-minded team. They finally get one in Miami, and something like that happens in the very first game. So it's been a weird year. And it's been a weird year in sports, so it's only almost fitting that this happened, unfortunately.
Cameron might be frozen to our viewers. We can hear him, but he might be frozen to our viewers. This is basically another fucking Zoom fucking fuck up or whatever it may be. Marcus Mack, let's get into the shit bowl, okay? Let's talk about the shitty bowl. You were messing with me yesterday because you know they're my Jets. Sam Darnold is a white guy that plays like he's black when he's running. That's
listen. I just want to point this out before we get into this, right? I'm gonna tell y'all how I found out that Emilio picked the Jets over Denver, right? So big shout outs to Hype Sports and they put up their picks for a plethora of different platforms or whatever, and we made our picks for this week coming up for them to post, right? And I sent in my pick, whatever, and he put the Jets. So I hit him. I say, "Yo, Emilio, you picked the Jets over Denver?" He said, "Yes, sir." "Do you have a problem, sir?" I said, "Bro."
He speaks for only himself.
Bro, like, yo, you're the only person. Listen, if you look at the Hype Sports picks, everybody else picked Denver, including me and Cameron. So I hit him, and then look. I was on the road when I seen it, so I didn't get a chance to really look at the game. But I told him, I said, "Yo, bro, they're going to lose." So leave
it up to my fucking Jets to figure out a way to fucking blow a game that you're actually fucking winning in your fucking stadium.
What was it? I think it was 38-20-something. Bro.
We lost by like 11 or some shit, right, Cam?
Oh, man, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, we talked earlier about this, but, like, this game, I mean, what a fucking stinker it was. Thursday Night Football, they start out the year with the Texans and the Chiefs, right? Patrick Mahomes versus Deshaun Watson. Then they go to the Dolphins versus the Jaguars. And then they go to the 0-3 Broncos versus the 0-3 Jets. Like,
Cam, hold on. Are we going to be able to use this, Marcus, because he keeps breaking up?
It is breaking up, but it's audible. I'm saying audible. Is audible a word?
Yeah.
Audible is a word.
Keep going. We'll play it back in. Go ahead, Cameron. I just want to make sure because your video is like so choppy.
The video is choppy, but the sound is it's usable.
The sound is good?
Sound is usable, yeah.
All right. So, I mean, these Thursday night games have been an absolute stinker. So, like, I was talking to you, Emilio, earlier, like, I didn't even touch this game. That's how, like, uneasy I felt about it. I thought it was an even line because Vegas truly didn't know what the fuck was going to happen in this game. So, at the end of the day, I went into this game thinking, if I were to take the Jets, if I were to take the Broncos, if I were to take the over, if I were to take the under, as soon as the ball was kicked off to start the game, I would have thought that bet was a loser. That's how bad this game stunk. This game stunk to high heaven.
Oh my God!
Whenever the Jets play, I want a picture of Emilio, and we're gonna have that song in the background. You remember the Set It Off song? Day after day. when the girl got shot, when the friend got shot in the bank, day after day. I'm sorry, Emilio. I'm sorry, bro.
Somebody asked me, and it's been a very long time, and shout out to my man Thomas Jones, former running back for the New York Jets. New York Jets haven't been enjoyable since Rex Ryan and Mark Sanchez and TJ and LaDainian Tomlinson was literally going to back-to-back AFC championship games. And they asked me, like, yo, what should they do? I said, go fucking hire Rex. At least we were losing in the AFC championship game.
Right. Yeah, at least you were accomplishing something. You were winning divisions at least on a level. So, I mean, it's a long road back to relevancy for the New York Jets, but something's got to give. And I think it's got to start with a front office change. Everyone keeps saying this this Adam Gase is like an offensive genius, and he's got like this hyper speed offense. Like, at the end of the day, you can't run a fucking organization. You can't run a team.
We fucking suck. We really do.
It's all good. Fantasy coach at New York Jets. Doc Rivers getting he's moving from NBA to NFL. Fantasy coach.
He's gonna coach my Jets, Marcus.
They gotta hire Steve Nash.
Yeah, right.
Get some privilege in there.
So listen, before we go into Cam's corner, Cam, before we go into Cameron's corner, I want to give a shout out to the Miami Marlins. I want to give a shout out to the Miami Marlins, and the reason why I want to give a shout out to Miami Marlins is because I didn't notice until today. The Miami Marlins are the only team in baseball history that when they make the postseason, they win the whole shit. Yeah,
they're 2-2 all time.
They're 2-2. They've been to the playoffs twice, and they've won the World Series twice. So today they've won. They advanced to the divisional round to be able to play the Atlanta Braves. So let's see if lightning can strike for third time, and the Miami Marlins can end up winning another World Series when they have no business winning it at all. They didn't have no business winning the other two. They were both wild cards in the other two too. So shout out to the Miami Marlins who defeated the Chicago Cubs and move on to play the Atlanta Braves.
Yo, this team and this Miami Marlins team, they're like the Heat. It's very weird what's happening in South Florida right now. Usually the Heat are the only team to talk about. You got the Marlins, you got the Miami Hurricanes. It's a very strange time right now for sports fans in Miami. And this baseball team has been like the team of destiny, just like the Heat. They had all the COVID, all the games they had to cancel. Don Mattingly was meeting players each day. He was getting them. And, like, they have retard strength right now. They're just sort of just, like, Rain Manning it.
It's crazy because you got the Tampa Bay Lightning wins the championship. You got the Miami Heat in the finals, right? You got the Miami Hurricanes playing really, really good football. You got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who's on the way up, right?
You got UCF and Florida both ranked.
Right now, if it's other than fucking shitty ass FSU, like everything else in Florida's popping.
Yeah, we're open for business, man. The sports are real here. You want to show up? You want to have a big market? You want to come down here? This is what it's all about. The sports are stepping up. All we need is the Panthers, FSU to get back into shape, and some of the smaller teams like Inter Miami Soccer, shit like that. even the Orlando
Pride.
The Pride. That's the women's soccer team. Orlando City. Even Orlando City balls out.
Listen, it's bad when we're starting to dig for all new sports, like for sports that nobody's really even paying attention to. Like, we're trying to figure something out for the state of Florida.
All right, so we're going to start off a new segment on this show. Cameron, lead us into Cameron's Corner, which is Cameron's Corner is going to feature, I think it's 5. You said 5 games, Cameron?
5 games, yeah. 5 picks that I like. I mean, now these are off the fly here. So normally on a Saturday morning, I drink a cup of coffee and I really look at these games and break them down and what I want to spend my money on here. But I'm picking these straight from stone. I'm not giving myself an excuse. I still think I'm going to go at least 3-2 on these picks.
One second.
This is what I have
you guys
for
that don't drink coffee in the morning on Saturday and you have a Heineken in front of your orange juice, this is for you. These picks are for you. For the degenerate, this is for you. You had a good night on Friday hanging out with your boys, chilling, and now you wake up Saturday and you're like, damn, I got a headache. What should I drink? You drink the Heineken that's in front of the orange juice. That's what you drink.
Thank you for setting that up. First game we have in Cam's Corner, 5 games I like this week. We have TCU at Texas. Texas is -11. This game is in Austin. Interesting. I mean, the Big 12 is kind of a little bit of a shit show right now. You had Oklahoma losing to Kansas State. You had what's it called? Iowa State losing to the Raging Cajuns in week 1. It's sort of a mess, and it really is every year. I actually believe in Texas this year. I'm usually not one to buy into the hype on teams like Miami and Texas, like those teams that always say they're back. But I think Texas's offense is real this year. I think TCU, who just let up 37 points to Iowa State in a home game, I think they're going to get, not blown out, but I think the 11 points is certainly into them to covering. Texas's defense will come into form after giving up a lot of points last week to a good Texas Tech team. So give me Texas -11 for the first game.
I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to take Texas -11. I'm not down with those Texan Christian University guys. So give me Texas -11, and the game is also in Austin, and Texas has scored 60 points. Marcus, who you got? You got Texas or you got TCU?
Marcus, I don't think he knows anything about college football.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Who cares?
Yeah, it's all good. Listen, I'm here for the ride. I'm in the back seat. Give me Texas. They say everything is big in Texas, so I'm gonna go with Texas. I'm actually a big fan of Megan Thee Stallion and everything that she has to offer. So I'm gonna go with Texas.
TCU is also in Texas, but I respect that pick, sir.
Wait, TCU is in Texas too? What part of Texas?
Yes. I actually don't like northern Texas, like the
northern.
Goodies.
Where's closer to Houston?
Austin, Texas.
Austin,
Texas. University of Texas.
That's the one.
All right, so he's a Houston boy. All right, so next game we have. This is my conference, the American Conference. This should be a good game. This is number 25 ranked Memphis on the road playing SMU, another Texas team, Southern Methodist University. SMU is very slept on. Last year, they were ranked for the majority of the year. They have a senior quarterback. They have a great wide receiver who's going to go within the first 3 rounds of the NFL draft, just like Sam Prochet from last year, their wide receiver. SMU is 3-0. They're not ranked. They really haven't beaten anyone big. They beat SFA, Stephen F. Austin. They beat North Texas. They beat Texas State. So they pretty much ran through the lower teams in Texas. But SMU, I think, will hang with them. It's actually -1 Memphis. So it's a close game here. I'm not going either one. I'm going over 74.5 points. I'm going over 74.5 points. This is going to be a scoring bonanza. These two teams belong in the Big 12. They're all offense, no defense.
Give me Memphis -1. I think that offensive coordinator is the one that stuck around after Norvell went to FSU. So I'll take Memphis -1, and I won't go with Southern Methodist University because I don't like Skip Bayless, and he snitched on them with their whole Eric Dickerson shit back in the day. So fuck that. I'll take Memphis -1.
Was he the reason for their death penalty?
Somewhat, yes. I think he reported them or snitched on them or something. That's why I don't like Skip Bayless. He's a snitch at the end of the day. Go ahead, Marcus Mack. Who you want?
Memphis, man.
Memphis.
Yo, listen, I ain't fucking with y'all, man. Y'all always put me in the mix of this picking shit. Y'all know good goddamn well. It's all good, though. Give me Memphis, man.
Just to give you, Marcus, and the folks at home that maybe don't understand what the death penalty is in football, in college football, that is when a team does something so egregious, so wrong, that they take away their postseason for a long extended period of time. USC went through this when they found out Reggie Bush. There was some issues there with the whole recruiting process and receiving money. Louisville went through this. Michigan went through this in the in their college basketball team. So it's when they take away the postseason ability to play. So that's a little backstory there.
Yo, I ain't even gonna lie. When you said death penalty and he said, "Yo, Skip Bayless is a snitch," I said the first thing that registered was Skip Bayless sent somebody to jail. That he like, bro, listen. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm glad I was able to clear that up.
The only school that's untouchable with the death penalty is the University of Miami, because they try to put that shit on the University of Miami, and then you say, "Get the hell out of here with that shit."
Yeah, I didn't even listen to that shit. The next game we have on the tap here is Charlotte at FAU. FAU is -6. Them boys in Boca, the Owls. The coach is Willie Taggart. I'm not a Willie Taggart fan. I got to be honest with you. Didn't like him when he was at USF, even though we beat his ass. Didn't like him in Oregon, went 6-5, and didn't like that he got the FSU job, even though he went 6-5 at Oregon for some whatever reason. And then he did garbage at FSU and led them to their first non-bowl season in 38 years or some crazy shit like that. So maybe he figures it out here at FAU. I don't know if Deion Sanders' son is starting at quarterback for FAU. I don't know if he got the job. I don't know if he's sitting. I don't know what the case is. But I'm taking FAU -6. It's the first game of their season against Charlotte.
Give me the boys in Boca. I'm down with the boys in Boca representing South Florida and that little mini fucking executive airport where you're always on I-95 and you think like the plane is going to come and hit you when you're driving into West Palm Beach, because that's what that shit looks like. That shit look like the plane is like as you're driving.
PBI is a great airport on Sunday. You fly out of there on Sunday night, you're the only one in the whole goddamn airport. So keep that in mind.
Give me the boys in Boca. Who you got, Marcus?
Yeah, I'll go with the boys in Boca too. Yo, listen, I'm really mad at y'all for putting me in this right now. I know. Listen, give me the boys in Boca too. Go ahead, man. Y'all go ahead.
Hey, you got to learn eventually. All right, so the next game we have is Arkansas on the road against Mississippi State. Mississippi State coming off a huge win against national champion defendant LSU in Baton Rouge. They beat them. Mike Leach's air raid offense, the famous air raid offense. He's one of my favorite coaches. He's actually one of the only coaches in college football that has never played the game of football. So it's pretty crazy how he has this amazing offense. But Mississippi State is -17 against Arkansas. I'm taking the points. I'm laying that amount of points. It's in Mississippi State. I like them. I like them. Georgia beat Arkansas last week by 30. I think Mississippi State is good enough to beat them by 17.
I agree. I think Mississippi State wins by 21. Shout out to the air raid offense. Gardner Minshew's a big fan of Mike Leach, so shout out to them as well. I think Mississippi State ends up beating them by 20+. Who you got, Marcus Mack?
Mississippi State. That's not where Deion Sanders went. That's Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Jackson, right?
It's
okay.
in Mississippi though. That's
in Mississippi. Right. Give me Mississippi.
Okay, he's with us. He's with us on them all. I love
Definitely.
that. And KJ, their quarterback, KJ Costello, he is a transfer from Stanford. They don't do a lot of passing at Stanford. That's sort of a dying program. So a huge decision for him going to Starkville, Mississippi, to work with Mike Leach. It was very smart, and he needed to do it. He got his ass beat when he was at Stanford when he came to Orlando to play UCF. So it's nice to see that he's doing well in Mississippi this year. The last game we have on tap for college football that I like is UNC, the overhyped UNC that escaped their week 1 matchup against UCF on the road against Boston College. Boston College is +14 at home. I like Boston College to cover the 14 points. If this was 13.5 UNC, I would have taken that. But because it's a full 14, I'm taking BC at home.
I'm going to take UNC, and I'm going to tell you why. because University of North Carolina is actively recruiting in Asia, and that's where she wants to go. So at the end of the day,
that's good.
That's just a school that's interested in her. So we'll see how that ends up. But I'm gonna take UNC minus the 14.
That's good juju.
I'm gonna take UNC too, because anywhere where Nasia go, that's where we at, baby.
So let me do the promo, and then we'll get into week 4 picks. That was Cameron's Corner. Cameron, we appreciate you on Cameron's Corner. That is the degenerate after Friday night hangout, Heineken in front of the orange juice drinking picks for college football.
And listen, before you get the promo, this episode is probably gonna come out tomorrow morning. So if you're listening to the show, you got a couple of hours between listening to the show and when college football starts to get these picks in. Again, at least 3 and 2.
Right after the Heineken. Drink the Heineken first, then the orange juice.
The lukewarm Heineken.
Y'all make me feel so good because I take a shot of last night's warm Hennessy all the time. First quarter.
This part of the show is going to be brought to you by our sponsor, ElCubanoSandwichShop.com. Use the promo code EAC and receive discounts on online pickups or delivery orders. Enjoy a natural pre-workout shot of that Cuban coffee to start your day, or you can have a café con leche, and their steak sandwich is absolutely next level. If you don't use the promo code EAC, you're not going to save no money. So make sure you go there and use the promo code EAC. That's ElCubanoSandwichShop.com or 954-906-5110. Remember, use the promo code EAC to save yourself some money. Go get some croquetas, a jupiña, all that good stuff, and tell them that Emilio Marcus Mack and Cameron sent you from the EAC show. Now, guys, we got week 4 NFL picks. Cam, you got to start us off with these NFL picks. I am the reigning champ. I am the champ.
Hey, yo, listen, I'm off by 1 pick. 1 pick.
Yo, before we jump into it, Jupiña is the pineapple soda, right?
Yeah.
That shit's fire.
See, Papo. See, Papo.
All right.
So wait. Before we get into the NFL, just real quick, I want to give a shout out to The Rock, Danny Garcia, and Red Capital Partners.
2021.
XFL. That video that they posted made me want to run through a brick wall for the XFL coming back in 2022.
Yeah,
it's 2022 or 2021? They come in 2021.
2022.
22. Okay.
And I'm not mad about it. It gives us time to miss it. And then we can love it again in a couple years. So I don't hate it. I'm excited for it as well. That video was great.
EAC show, huge XFL show. Huge. We've always been a huge XFL show.
We're the only ones that really covered it.
I can't lie. We definitely was. And it's like I really enjoy the narrative of the XFL right now. It's one of those fall and rise again success stories.
The XFL should do every intro with Eric Thomas, the motivator.
Yeah.
That should be the intro. Because that should be the story. The story should be about when you want to breathe, what does he say?
Succeed as bad as you want to breathe.
There you go.
Successful.
Then you'll be successful. Thank you.
Bro,
I don't need to misquote Eric Thomas, but that's exactly what it is. When you want to breathe as bad, whatever. But that's what he's saying. That's how it should be.
Anybody that's played high school sports or high school football knows that quote or knows something from Eric Thomas. So, I had to jump in with you there and help you out.
Yeah, because listen, when did it first – because XFL, real quick, we're going to get off of that in a second. So XFL was 2002 when it first came out, right?
Yeah, and then they got relaunched. It got relaunched by Vince McMahon. It didn't work out for him, but you know what? That doesn't mean it can't work out for The Rock.
Right.
Third time's a charm.
That's a fact.
All right. So we have the NFL games on tap this week. We like to cover the lines. Of course, we're degenerates, so this is something we like to do. It's something we do even though we don't like to do it sometimes. But week 4, we are officially a quarter of the way into the regular season. It's a sad milestone, but it's necessary. So we have the Indianapolis Colts at the Chicago Bears. This is Phillip Rivers versus Nick Foles. Nick Foles, the new quarterback of the Chicago Bears. We knew it was gonna happen at some point. We knew Mr. Trubisky was gonna get benched. Who would have thought he was gonna get benched in week 3 when he was 2-0 to start out with? But regardless, I digress. The Bears are plus 2.5. Emilio, you can kick it off.
I'm going with the Indianapolis Colts. I think Phillip Rivers is getting his feet wet with the team and stuff like that. I think he's going to end up involving T.Y. Hilton a little bit more. Jonathan Taylor's a really, really good running back. I think they're going to end up getting the job done in Chicago. Nick Foles is going to have a bad game, so I'm going to take Indianapolis minus the 2.5. Marcus Mack, who you got? You got the Colts or you got the Bears?
Give me the Colts. I like the Colts.
And Cam?
It's minus 2.5?
Correct.
Yeah, that's easy. Give me the Colts.
I am taking the Bears. I'm going to regret this. I really think the Colts are going to cover. But something tells me, I mean, Nick Foles, this guy doesn't know how to fucking lose. This guy is like, he
Big
will not
Dick
go.
Nick.
Yes, Big Dick Nick will not go away for whatever
That's his
reason.
nickname, dummy.
Who would have a name called Big Dick Nick? He had to got that in college, like the girls must have called him that or something.
Go look it up on the internet after the show.
Right.
So
He got it. He got it because he pretty much took a fucking like wild card team as a backup quarterback and won the fucking Super Bowl against Tom Brady. That's what Big Dick Nick does. So anyway,
yo, bro, every time you say that, I'm offended. Whoa, Nick.
The combination of BDN and the combination of the Colts, who's a dome team, going to the Soldier Field in Chicago. It's starting to get a little cold. I'm a wild card here. I'm taking the Bears plus 2.5. Second game on the slate, the New Orleans Saints, who, man, they really don't look at it. I mean, Drew Brees can't even throw the ball past 15 yards down the field. It's very strange watching him. I know he doesn't have Michael Thomas, but he's not even taking shots anymore. He's not taking any Ted Ginn Jr. shots, nothing. They're on the road. They're playing Detroit. Detroit is plus 4.
I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions. Matt Patricia, Mr. Number 2 pencil. I think you're getting, your stuff situated. You should have won the game where the running back Swift dropped the ball in the end zone. You finally got your first win against a really good Arizona Cardinals team in Arizona. So I'm going to go with the Detroit players, and I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions. So you can give me Detroit plus, what is it, plus 4? Give me Detroit plus 4.
I'm with you. I mean, this game really, I mean, with this number, especially with this number 4.
4, yeah.
This really could be a toss-up game. But I'm going to take Detroit because of what you said. They really should be 2-1 right now. And I like Matt Stafford at home.
Do you think that that Detroit could cover? Like, let's just say if
That's what we're saying.
Yeah. I thought you were saying you like for them to win. Well, I know Emilio said he liked Detroit to win.
It's plus 4, so if they lose by a field goal, we still win. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I think they can win, but that's what we're picking. We're picking the number here. We think they're going to lose by less than 5 or win the game.
Oh, okay. I was always just picking who was going to win because I like Detroit to cover. I like Detroit to cover, but I want to go with Drew Brees. I want to go with Brees. I feel like he's just worth it. But I think Detroit could cover.
Respect.
Question before you go into the next pick. Do you think if the Saints lose this game, does Sean Payton have to seriously consider Jameis Winston?
Man, that's a lot. Can you imagine? That's a lot of disrespect to Drew Brees. I feel like you try to let him I feel like you give him 6 games and see if he can at least go 500 with 6 games. I don't know. I feel very strange about 4 games into the year benching Drew Brees for Jameis Winston. I don't know. That's a weird question.
Gotta win, baby. Get Jameis in here. If he don't get the job done, this man can't throw over 20 yards down the field.
Jabu wins. So he throws picks, but he's a gunslinger, man. He can throw the ball downfield. At least he can throw the ball 15 yards down the field, which is what Drew Brees can't do right now for whatever reason. Anyway, we have the Arizona Cardinals coming off a loss, like you said, to the Detroit Lions. DeAndre Hopkins is actually questionable for this game. So you're going to have to keep an eye out on that. But they're on the road. They're playing the Carolina Panthers. I don't know if Christian McCaffrey's back. Is he? He's not. Okay, so those are pretty much the 2 best players in this matchup that aren't playing. So, bridge your expectations on that. But the Panthers are plus 3.5. I will go first here. I'll go with the Arizona Cardinals simply because, again, last year, the Panthers had the worst defense statistically in the NFL, and now they don't have Christian McCaffrey. So I think it's too much to put on Teddy Bridgewater's shoulders, and I think Arizona Cardinals are mad that they lost to the Lions last week.
Excellent points. But I'm going to take the Carolina Panthers because I believe in Matt Rule, Teddy Bridgewater, and them boys. I'm a big fan of Matt Rule. He did his thing at Baylor. He's here now in Carolina. They ended up beating the Chargers, who are a really good team, and they ended up coming really close to defeating the defending champs. He ended up beating them boys in LA. So I'm gonna take Matt Rule and the Carolina Panthers. Marcus, who you got?
What is Arizona's like record on the road? Like, are they good on the road?
You know
I mean, they've only played 3 games so far.
Yeah, right. Okay, well, you said minus is Arizona -3, right?
It's Arizona -3.5. It is something to note that they play in a dome. They play in a dome in a hot weather state, and they're going to an outdoor stadium in the Carolinas. Nice, breezy. So, I mean, I'm a big weather guy, as you can see here. I play all the intangibles, but that's what it is, Marcus.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Give me Arizona.
Okay.
Give me Arizona.
I love when this happens. I love when you and him take the same team, because then when they lose, then it puts me ahead.
Well, you know what? I got to start going first so he can pick back off of you and not me. That's what needs to happen from me.
Now, the day when y'all start letting me go first, then y'all gonna know who's really the king. Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's do that on this one.
No.
All right. The Jacksonville Jaguars on the road playing Joe Burrow's Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals are -3. Marcus, who do you have?
Bengals. See, I would try to put me on the spot. I already knew who I wanted as soon as he said. I said, yeah, Bengals. I'm going Bengals.
Give me the stash. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't know why I'm picking the Jaguars +3 right now in this spot, but it's one of those gut things. I don't know. I'm taking it.
I think DJ Chark is supposed to play. If he plays, I'm going with the Jacksonville Jaguars as well. DJ Chark is definitely a threat. It helps Gardner Minshew make things easier for him. I like that running back. I think his name is Robinson, an undrafted free agent.
Yeah.
Starting. I like him a lot. And hopefully Saxonville can come back and they can get the Burrow, because Burrow's getting sacked because he's holding on to the ball too long. So I'll take Jacksonville plus the points.
Best Jaguars running back named Robinson since Denard Robinson, Deerfield Beach original from down here in South Florida, from Michigan, if you remember. Marcus, you already picked. You went first.
Right.
Okay.
You know I don't like nothing out of Florida. Nothing.
Yeah, I know that.
Sorry.
Only the women.
That's
Cleveland
it.
Browns.
Not even. Sorry, y'all.
Jeez, chill. Cleveland Browns on the road against Dallas. Dallas is -4.5. Emilio.
I cannot see the Dallas Cowboys losing this many games. Jerry Jones will have a stroke, a heart attack, an aneurysm. He'll have a freaking I fall in and I can't wait get up moment. I just can't see it. So I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys -4.5 just because of I think that Dak Prescott will get it done. They'll get to the running game and they'll start figuring things out in Dallas. Because otherwise, it's going to be Jerry Jones is going to start doing ridiculous Skip Bayless's. It's my turn. It's my turn. Feeling like.
Yeah, he would, like you said, he would have a fucking miscarriage if they lose one more game, especially at home. So I'll take the Cowboys.
He's gonna have a miscarriage.
I'll take the Cowboys -4.5. Even though I think the Browns are. This is the first time they've been over 500 in 6 years. So they're playing with some gusto right now. But give me the Cowboys.
Who you got, Marcus?
Yeah, I'll take America's stepchild. Give me the Dallas Cowboys. Give me the Dallas Cowboys.
All right. Vikings on the road against the Houston Texans. This is kind of a
shit
stinker
ball
game.
number 2, right?
Yeah, right. I literally was just saying that. The Vikings are 0-3. The Texans are 1-2. Granted, the Texans have had the most ridiculous schedule up until this point. They opened up the year Thursday night against Kansas City. Then they played the Ravens. Then they played the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road.
No, so they're 0-3.
Oh shit, you're right. They are 0-3. So both these teams are 0-3. So this is just like picking the best of the uglies here. The Texans are -4.5. I am going with, man, I mean, this really is a toss-up. But I'll go with the Vikings, man, even though I
That's
hate
what I was
it.
thinking too.
I mean, they're both dome teams. I like the running game for the Vikings a little bit more. I think I don't know, man. This is a fucking stinker.
Yo, bro, like, yo, I ain't even gonna lie, Cameron, like, you're really good at this, bro. We should do like a sports podcast or something. Bro, you're really good, bro. You're really good.
I love
I'm telling
football, man.
I'm gonna
right.
take the Houston Texans, but I don't like the 4.5. I'll buy a point and go down to 3.5. I can see this game ending up at 4 and you get fucked by a hook. So I'm not really interested in that hook. So in all actuality, I'm gonna go with the Houston Texans and Deshaun Watson, but I'll buy a point and bring it down to 3.5.
Give me minty
You think
soda.
it's gonna be like 24? It'll be like 24-20, right? Somehow like that. But yeah, Marcus, man, I might not be right all the time, but I sound good. So
yeah,
that's
I ain't gonna lie. Yo, where was Randy Moss at? Randy Moss was at he was in
Minnesota. Then he played for the Patriots. Then he played for the Raiders a little bit. Whatever.
I really want a throwback Randy Moss jersey. Give me the Vikings.
Okay, that's not a bad reason to pick the Vikings. Okay.
That's a horrible reason, bro. Why y'all always doing this to me?
What do we say about
Cameron, I got a quick question before you get into the next game.
Yeah.
Do you think this next game line should be higher?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Seattle, Miami. Yeah, I don't. It's very strange. Seattle is on the road playing the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins are plus 6.5, which means if the Seahawks win by a touchdown, they cover. The Seahawks have looked like the best team in the NFC. Russell Wilson has looked like the MVP. Is Chris Carson going to play? I don't know. He got his ankle rolled in the last game, so maybe there's a little bit there Vegas is looking at. Maybe Vegas knows something that we don't know. Maybe a certain Hawaiian quarterback is going to start playing for the Miami Dolphins this week. Maybe we don't know something.
It doesn't matter if fucking Chris Carson plays. Fucking Russell Wilson throws to Sierra, Vanessa Bryant, Lala. He throws touchdowns to every fucking body in the world.
I'm out there 5-yard outs. I mean, he'll literally throw the ball to anyone.
I saw a fucking Instagram that Marcus sent me, and it was Vanessa Bryant and Sierra and Lala playing football. Russell Wilson's throwing them touchdowns all over the place. It doesn't matter.
Lala, yo, listen, this is off the record. Yo, Lala is fire.
Of course.
Lala is
fire. I mean, especially when she runs a post route.
That was the message. Lala is fire. I hope you watching. Hey, babe.
But anyway, the Seahawks are minus 6.5, so I don't really know what's up. So I'm gonna be a sucker, and I'll take the Seahawks minus 6.5. But there's clearly something that we don't know, Emilio.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Seahawks too. I'm not betting against Mr. My Goodies, Mr. Positivity, Mr. Motivational Speaker. There's no way I'm betting against that guy.
I mean, what is the chances? What is the chances of Miami covering though?
Are they doing like a travel thing because it's all the way in the Pacific Northwest to Miami? Are they doing something like that? I don't really know what they're doing.
Well, it depends, Marcus, because the Dolphins can cover the game. The Dolphins play well enough, and Cameron, you know this. The Dolphins play well enough at home. They do stick the game. Even the Buffalo game, a few, plays here and there, and they could have covered that spread easily. But the way Russell Wilson is playing right now, I think he only has one interception on the season with like 14 touchdowns or some nonsense like that.
I think he's got like more touchdowns than incompletions. Like I think he's got some crazy shit like that.
Let Russ cook. Let Russ cook. That's all I gotta say.
Remember what I sent you on the IG page? We follow a page called What the Fuck Stats. And there was a stat that said if Russell Wilson threw 45 straight interceptions, he would still have a higher QBR rating than Carson Wentz. That is an insane thing to think about. 45 straight interceptions.
So I got the Seahawks. You got the Seahawks, Marcus. Who you got?
You know I got the Seahawks. There's no way in the world I'm taking Miami for anything.
Man, something sting to high heaven. The Dolphins are going to end up covering. Watch. But we got the Los Angeles Chargers next game. They're on the road. They're playing the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Bucks are -7. Amelia, you can go first.
The Bucks win this game. They win this game by 10 points. I think Tom Brady is getting locked in with Godwin and Evans and O.J. Howard and Gronk and Fournette and Jones, the running back. I think the defense will step up. I think in all actuality, Todd Bowles is figuring out that defense. He's going to get the ball to Tom Brady as much as possible. This is Herbert's game going on the road. This is his first game on the road. I definitely don't see that happening. So I'm going to take Tampa Bay minus the 7 points.
You know what? I had this half Italian, half Mexican girl out of Tampa.
What the fuck?
Listen, bro, that mixture.
This is his process. Let him pick.
I thought that mixture was kind of dope too. It was kind of weird, but she used to do this thing. I lay down and she'll just scratch my back and play with my ears. I'm gonna go with Tampa on this one because I actually miss her right now. I really miss her. I can't lie. She was dope.
If you're listening out there,
hey babe,
certain female, we're taking the Bucks -7. But I'm taking the Bucks -7 also. Not for any sort of Italian Puerto Rican girl, but
not a Mexican, bro. She was Mexican. I think, bro. Listen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Italian and Mexican.
Yeah, bro.
Italian. That's what that is. Italian.
It's like one of those things. Like there's like a difference. There's like aloe wet, and then there's like water wet. She was like a perfect mixture. It was. Sorry.
I got you. No, you're good. No, it's okay to reflect.
Yes.
I'm taking the Bucks because I think that it's sort of a chemistry thing. It took them a couple games to figure it out, and I think they now have it figured out. I think Mike Evans is going to have a big game. Even though I really love the Chargers defense, so this is tough for me to pick, even though it's a full 7 points. But I think the only way the Chargers cover and win is if their medical doctors punctures Tom Brady's lungs.
That's not even funny. That's not even funny.
It's not funny, but it's funny.
It's not funny, but it just came out of nowhere.
All right. I think we're getting into the 4:30 games here now.
No, you still got the 1 o'clock.
The Giants and the Rams are one?
No, the Baltimore Ravens and the Washington.
Oh shit, it has it lowered on the CBS. All right. So the last 1 o'clock game is the Baltimore Ravens on the road. Looking for a sort of a hangover game after losing badly to the Chiefs. They're playing the Washington football team. They're -13. I'm taking the Ravens -13. I think they're going to be looking to get back on track. And this is the last game for Dwayne Haskins. They came out and said publicly that if he doesn't do better, there's going to be a change that needs to be made. So I think Marlon Humphrey and the other defensive crew for the Ravens is going to make it hard on them. I'm taking the Ravens.
I hate big spreads like this because you always get a bullshit backdoor cover. I'm going to take Washington plus the 14 points. I think the Ravens end up winning the game, but I could definitely see the Ravens winning the game by 10.
I like Baltimore.
Okay. Next game, we have the New York Giants versus the Los Angeles Rams. It's in LA. This is also a 13-point spread. And for good reason. The Rams looked great in the second half against the Buffalo Bills, even though they lost at the very end there. But I'm taking the Rams with the big number. I usually stay away from big numbers like this, and I'm taking 2 in 1 week just because the Giants have been absolutely desolate. I mean, they can't – they look – like inept on offense. I don't know what the issue is. I understand Saquon Barkley's out, but you still have good options like Evan Ingram and Sterling Shepard and Danny Dimes still out. I mean, I don't know. I'm just taking the Rams because I don't see it.
Give me Sean McVay and give me the Rams minus the 13. I think they end up getting it done at home. They're gonna put up a ton of points. Danny Dimes is not gonna be able to keep up with that scoring that the Rams are gonna do. So give me the Rams. What you got, Marcus?
I'll go with the Rams because I'm in Aries. You know what I'm saying? And the Rams is really the only way to go for real. Not for nothing. Just to be clear. Bro, I'm really feeling good today, y'all. Did y'all notice like a difference in like? Did y'all notice a difference?
Marcus, when you started talking about a Mexican
out of Tampa,
Italian
that's
girl,
a fact. Yeah,
said.
She drove me crazy. Yeah, but nah, I'm going with the Rams, man. I'm going with the Rams.
You're glowing right now.
Thank you. You know what's funny? I was just looking at myself in the camera just now, and I'm like, yo, my skin is really doing something right now. And then you see it? It don't really connect back here, but it's kind of, bro, listen, big shout outs to my barber, bro. You over there looking like Johnny Bravo in the face. You know what I'm saying? I got the calm line right here. I'm really doing good. Please excuse us, the EAC listeners today, man, but I'm looking good for real.
Hey, man, it's a fucking Friday, but it's also a feel-good Friday.
Ooh,
so
like
next on tap, we got the Buffalo Bills 3-0. They're feeling good. If there's anyone feeling good in the state of New York, it's the Bills. The only team in New York that's feeling good. But they're going to the Roomba-shaped stadium, the Death Star in Las Vegas. The Raiders are +3 at home. Emilio.
Give me the Bills -3. Josh Allen is an MVP candidate. They still haven't been able to really get the running game going that they want. Devin Singletary and the other kid, I forgot his name. I think it's Moss or whatever it may be. They still haven't gotten that going. But Diggs and everybody else that's in the wide receiver core, they're getting their shit going because, you know what, that boy is playing right now. So Josh Allen is doing his thing. Jalen Ramsey could eat his words. So I remember Jalen Ramsey was talking about how much hot garbage Josh Allen was, and that's not the case at all. So I'm going to take Buffalo -3 points on the road to beat the Las Vegas Raiders.
Give me rough.
I really do.
Buff.
Marcus is going Buffalo for the 4th week in a row. It's paid off for him. So respect on that. I respect.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man.
Don't fix it. I'm with you. And I've been on the Buffalo train as well. I've been on the bandwagon, but I gotta jump off this week. I mean, Gabe Davis, their other wide receiver, alongside with Stephon Diggs from UCF. He had a great game last week. He's the one that drew that pass interference that was very controversial at the end there, that ultimately sealed the win against the Rams for the Bills. But I'm going to take the Raiders +3. I think they have a bad taste in their mouth from being in Foxborough this past week. I like them at home, and I like that they're getting a full field goal. So I'll take the Raiders +3. Go ahead.
Did we skip the New England game, or that's the one you're about to get to right now?
No, I'm getting to it.
Okay.
Next, we have the Philadelphia Eagles at the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers are -7, even though Nick Mullins is their starting quarterback. And they have a lot of other injuries, the 49ers do. And this is what's happening in Philadelphia. They're so bad right now. And Carson Wentz is playing like such doo-doo that I saw a promo for this game, the Eagles and the 49ers, and they put a picture of Nick Mullins up instead of a picture of Carson Wentz or anyone else for the Eagles. They put the backup quarterback for the 49ers on the promo and not Carson Wentz. That's how bad they're doing. So just for that, I'm picking the 49ers -7.
Yeah, I'm taking the 49ers -7. They're going to run the triple wishbone or whatever Navy Academy runs because they got a whole bunch of running backs. They'll pull 3 left linemen to the right and run to the right with a wide receiver or a special teamer and all types of bullshit. So Kyle Shanahan will figure it out. So I'm going to take the 49ers.
Yeah, they run like a wing T offense. They're like the last team. They're like the last football team in existence that runs the 10 trap.
Marcus. Give me 40 Ninas, man. 40 Ninas, man. I like 40 Ninas.
All right.
Yo, ever since he started talking about the Italian Mexican girl, he been on his smooth shit, yo. This is every Friday. This is his smooth operator Monday.
Listen, man. I'm feeling so good right now. Yeah, I don't even know. It's something I can't even talk about on the show, but I just feel so good, like inside. You know, it's so good though. I'm going to
you want a Xan or something?
Huh?
You want a stick?
I'm on 10 antibiotics, you heard?
Yeah, you're on amoxicillin. You're on penicillin.
Yeah.
He's on that shit they giving. He's on that shit they giving Trump to get the coronavirus out of the system.
Bro.
Hydrochloroform.
Bro. Nigga said Trump got COVID and syphilis. It's going down, Trump.
Go ahead, Cameron.
He's got the money to beat it. We'll see. The next game we got on tap is the game you were talking about, the New England Patriots on the road playing the Kansas City Chiefs. This is a juicy game. I wish this was the night game, but it's not. Or no, it is the Sunday night game. So I'm excited for this one. We have –
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's not?
No, the Sunday night game is Phillies and 49ers.
Oh, man, CBS is giving me like an out-of-whack lineup right now. Well, anyway, it should be the Sunday night game because this is going to be a great game. I mean, man, I think I have to take the Chiefs. I think I have to take the Chiefs because of what I saw them do to the Ravens last week. But I got to tell you, I wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots cover the 7 points on the road. But give me the Chiefs.
Give me Cam plus the 7. I think literally the New England Patriots should be undefeated. They were literally 1 yard from beating the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. We're playing up there. It's tough as hell.
You're right.
So I'm gonna take Cam and Bill Belichick plus the 7. They still might lose the game, but they cover the spread.
So Chiefs are favored by 7.
Yeah.
Chiefs need to win by 8.
That's tough. That's tough. I see Cameron didn't waste no time taking his pick, but that's kind of tough, man. I really like Bill Belichick, Cam Newton, and them boys to do their thing, but I might have to take Chiefs on this one.
I bet a significant amount of money on them to beat the Ravens. So they gave me that one, so I got to give them one here. That's why I'm taking the Chiefs. It's just I got to pay them back. It's good karma. It's good betting karma.
Before we get into the last game of the Monday night, Cam, I have to say this. Cameron literally went against his cheeseheads, Green Bay Packers last week by allowing analytics to get in the way. He was like, the Saints are 10-0 on Sunday Night Football, and they're even better after a loss. Marcus and myself, we went with Aaron Rodgers. We took the Green Bay Packers. We took your team because we root for you here on the EAC Show. Explain yourself.
Yeah, there was a lot of love last week when you guys took the Packers. I respect you guys for that, even though I might not reciprocate when it comes to the Jets. But
we suck. I wouldn't do it
either. I mean, listen, I just wanted to prove that I'm not a homer. You guys always call me a homer, and I can be guilty of being one sometimes. But all the shit I've talked about being a homer, it's backed up. I told you the Heat were going to beat the Bucks. I told you that, and they fucking gentlemen sweeped them. I told you that UCF was obviously going to continue doing what they do, and they do. I mean, that's subjective, but whatever. But I just wanted to show that I'm not 100% a homer, and I wanted to go with – I'm an analytics guy. I'm a numbers guy.
Yeah, he's definitely – if you peep, he picked Dallas over – who was that? The Browns, right? Dallas
right.
Cowboys playing the Browns. He picked Dallas.
I pick a lot of things –
that he don't want to.
Right. I pick a lot of – I didn't, of course, but I pick a lot of things that are gut feelings that my brain are telling me aren't going to hit. And sometimes you need to do that. Sometimes a bet is so bad that it's actually good. It actually ends up being good. That's how bad it feels.
Well, I don't know what was in your gut when you didn't pick Green Bay, but they got like milk of magnesia for that. You might need
Listen, who would have thought that Drew Brees was just going to fucking age 10 years in one off season? I didn't know that was going to happen. He can't throw the ball past 15 yards. Yeah, I know Michael Thomas is out, but Devontae Adams was out as well. I thought it was going to be a fucking even split, and it was a home game for New Orleans. I mean, that showed me that loss and the way they lost to my Packers, that shows me that they have lost hold of this division. I mean, that thing is wide the fuck open now. They are not the team to beat anymore in the NFC South. But regardless, I digress. I will not make the same mistake twice. The Falcons are on the road. They're playing in Lambeau. We don't have any fans, and that's one of the hardest places to play when there are fans. So that there's a ding on it. But it's -7.5. Do I wish it was -7? Yeah, I do. But I still think the Packers cover the 7.5. Give me the Cheeseheads.
Yeah, that 7.5 play.
Yeah.
That 7.5 mean a lot. I'm saying, but yeah, definitely. I'm going with Green Bay.
You know who I'm going with? Green 19. Green 19 say hut. I'm going.
The hard count.
I'm going with Aaron Rodgers in the Green Bay Packers. This game could be -10. It doesn't matter. The Atlanta Falcons is going to blow it, just like they've blown every fucking game this season as is anyway. I don't know how Dan Quinn, I don't know how Adam Gase still have jobs. They have this fucking Teflon shit that Doc Rivers has, where literally they can just keep their jobs all day long no matter what they fucking do.
Fuck Adam Gase. Dan Quinn is on like borrowed time. Been on borrowed time since like a year and a half ago. I don't know what. I mean, Arthur Blank is the owner of the Falcons. If you watch the Dan Le Batard show, they do a segment called "What People in Sports Look Like." Mm-hmm. And if you know what Arthur Blank looks like, it'll be funny. But he looks like someone who has ghosts in his house. He's just an old Dracula. Fucking dude. Yeah, he's just an old ass dude. And maybe he's gone senile and he's just not looking to fire Dan Quinn because it's too much of a to-do. I don't know what's happening, but that man's on borrowed time.
Yeah, so definitely give me Green 19 set Hut. Give me the Green Bay Packers. They cover it. It doesn't matter to me. This is going to conclude episode 94, our fucking Friday episode, our Feel Good Friday episode. We introduced Cameron's Corner, where he had his 5 top college game day picks, where you can literally be drinking your Heineken and your orange juice because you're drunk from the night before, and follow Cameron's picks. We had Marcus Mack tell us a story about an Italian-Mexican chick.
Yeah, listen, I'm definitely going to be calling the net tonight.
To go with Tampa Bay. And that's going to conclude episode. Make sure you click like, subscribe on all podcast platforms and on YouTube. Cameron, we appreciate you. Marcus Mack, we appreciate you.
Annette, take my call.
Oh, sugar honey iced tea. It's the EAC Show.